everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Can I say that they didn't warn us that Miami is going to make or break your friendships? I'm going to tell y'all how I went to Miami with a friend and came back without one. I went with this girl. We got a rental. Our trip was like 9 hours and 45 minutes to get from Atlanta to Miami. Now, she says she likes road trips and that she loves to drive. So I was like, okay, could I put the rental on my name? I said, let's do it. Even though I'm the type to prefer to fly, I'll go ahead and skip to the T. 4th of July day comes and we're trying to figure out whose yacht we're going to get on. She initially wanted to go on this one yacht, but they were taking forever to get there with their yacht. And we weren't locked in with these people, so we don't know them enough. And Miami has this law where only 13 people can be on the boat no matter how big it is, which is crazy to me, because if there's this huge 200 feet yacht, why can only 13 people fit on there? I don't know. But I was just like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, this isn't promising. Like, I have a homeboy that is for sure gonna make sure we're on and good. Like, I just feel like we should go with him. Like, this is not a safe plan. So we waited around with them for an hour to not get on a boat. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go meet my homeboy. So we get in, we go meet my homeboy, whatever. We get there. At this point, I done sobered up. I've been waiting around for like over an hour. I'm not drunk anymore, but she's still lit. She had been taking shots the entire time. So she goes introduce herself to the new set of girls that we're supposed to get on the yacht with. And she's like, come over here. Like, you're being lame. I said, hold on. No, let me take a few more shots. Like, I'm not ready to mingle and mango. I'm a little bit irritated that we had to just sit here and do all that. So I take my shots. I go introduce myself to the girls because she kept texting me saying I'm being boring, I'm being lame. So okay, I got myself together. I went and introduced myself to the girls. So I thought we were finally on the same page and ready to board the yacht. We're sitting outside on the dock. We're having them pull up. We're ready to get on. She lets a guy borrow her vape. He drops her vape. It's in 2 pieces. So one of the pieces fall into the water. So she no longer has a vape. Okay, she's now saying that she's irritated and she's not getting on the boat without her vape. I'm like, well, calm down. Like, everyone has a vape. Like, I'm sure you can borrow or hit somebody else's. Like, it's not that deep. Mind you, I do not vape. I don't smoke. So I can't be too much sympathetic on the situation because I don't care. So she's over there pouting. People are like, oh, you can hit mine here. You can borrow mine. She's like, no, I want my vape. I want my vape. So she goes over there to pout. I'm like, okay, you're not trying to find a solution. I don't know what to tell you. We're about to get on this boat though. So you're either going to Uber. I really don't know what to tell you. So she's over there pouting and she's texting my phone. Okay, this is when she was like, this is dumb. I'm tired of this shit. I'm ready to go. I said, you're literally mad because of vape. And she goes, yep. I said, everyone has one. Chill. We're not doing that over a vape. And she goes, why is one not in my hand? Like, you can go and I'll stay happily. So I go up to my homeboy. I'm like, hey, you said you had 2 vapes, right? He was like, yeah, I already offered her one. She don't want one. She wants her. And I said, okay, just give me one. I'm going to go put it in her hand. So I grab it from him. I go put it in her hand. I said, a vape is in your hand. So we're about to get on the boat, but I'm obviously complaining to him. I'm upset that she's acting like this over a vape. And so she comes over and she hears me talking and she's like, oh, you're still talking about it? Like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Mind you, in front of everybody about to board this boat. Like, there's so many people on the dock. It's crazy. She's drawing attention to us, looking like we are about to fight in front of everybody because she doesn't have a vape. Mind you, I put one in her hand. So I'm arguing back. I'm like, you're a fiend. You're weird as fuck. You're arguing in a vape and I don't even smoke. I'm talking about the world is doomed. Like, you're acting over freaking flavored air. Like, so boom, we're going back and forth. I'm thinking we're about to fight because the way she's pressing me, like, what you trying to do is fighting words. Like, why are you asking me what I'm trying to do? Like, I don't know what that means. And you're bucking up on me like we're about to fight. I'm thinking we're about to fight, but my homeboy's holding me back. He's like, you need to calm down. Like, be the bigger person. Okay, so he's trying to calm me down and some random girl comes around the corner and goes, can you just apologize to your friend so we can get on the boat? And I'm like, apologize for what? Like, y'all, they overly had me up, y'all. So now at this point, I don't even want to get on the boat. Everybody starts loading on the boat but me. I'm on the phone with my mom crying. I don't even want to go. But my phone's at 2%. And how far am I going to get with 2%? Like, really, where am I going? I can't even book the Uber. She has the code to the B&B, so I don't know how to get in. So, like, there's people piled ready to get on this boat. And they're waiting on me. They're like, no, we have one more person. We have one more person, whatever. I hop on the boat. I find me a seat. And I'm just crying. I'm literally crying because I feel so betrayed. Like, how could you embarrass me in front of all these people and buck up on me and press me like that in front of all these people over something I did nothing to you? And so many girls are just coming up to me at this time. It's like, you're too pretty to be crying. Please, let's have fun. Let's have fun. It's like, I can't even have fun. They're like, oh, well, are you willing to talk to her? And I'm like, no, like, there's nothing to talk about. So, like, there's girls just keep coming up and they're just like, well, she feels guilty. Like, she doesn't even want to have fun until you guys talk. Like, she knows she's wrong. And I'm just like, I don't care. Like, there's nothing to talk about. So finally she comes up to me by herself and is like, so can we talk? And I'm like, no, there's nothing to talk about. She leaves. And we stay separated the entire time on the boat. I didn't have much fun at all. I tried, but most of the time I literally was just ducked off and either crying or falling asleep. So by the time we were getting off, I don't know where she was or what she was doing, but I think that there was two separate group of girls who have picked a side in this argument. There was girls who felt me and picked my side, and then there was girls who also picked her side. So the girls who had picked her side were trying to get her. Everyone was going to the club after. They were trying to get her to go to the club after. The girls on my side were like, hey, are you down to go to the club? Like, your friend's going to the club. I'm like, no, like, I'm drunk as I'm not in the mood. I'm ready to go. And they're like, yeah, that's understandable. Like, we feel like you shouldn't go to the club either. And honestly, like, I feel like if you and your friend came together, y'all should leave together. So she's in a black with all of the girls that are convincing her to go to the club. And she's literally blacked out. They had to carry her off the boat and they're trying to get her to go to the club. So the girls I'm with go up to the car and they're like, okay, she needs to get out. She came with her friend. She needs to leave with her friend. She doesn't need to be going to the club. And the girl she's with is like, no, she said she doesn't want to come with y'all. She doesn't want to come with her. She wants to go to the club. So we're going to take her to the club. And the girls I'm with are like, whoa, like, what business does she have going in the club? Like, she's barely conscious. She needs to be leaving with her friend. Like, that's f***ed up. She needs to get out of the car. So she gets out of the car and the car leaves. Now, one girl that she was with was very persistent on bringing her with them. So she gets out the car with her. What we don't know at the time is that she left her phone, my homegirl, left her phone and her purse in the car, and they take off and they head towards the club. So when she gets out of the car, she's like, oh, where's my phone? So the girl she's with that's really trying to get her to go to the club is like, where's your homegirl's phone? I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, here, let me look at it, find my iPhone, but my phone's at 2%. So I'm looking at find my iPhone. It says it's red. Like, she hasn't been active for 5 hours. She hasn't been on her phone. She's been too drunk. So I'm like, it has no updated location. She goes, okay, well, what's her phone number? I said, look, I'll give you her phone number. You can call her. Y'all can figure it out. She goes, yeah, because we're going to the club. I said, okay, that's fine. Like, I'll give you her number. You worry about her phone. Go find her phone. Figure it out. So I give her the number, but I guess I'm too drunk to read it. So she grabs my phone and she gets the number from my phone. After she gets the number, I'm like, okay, give me my phone back. She goes, no, I'm not giving you your phone because where's her phone? Whoa, that don't have nothing to do with me. Give me my phone though. I just tried to track it. I gave you her phone number. Y'all go figure that out and give me my phone back. She goes, no, I'm not giving you her phone back. This girl is bucking on me, not giving me my phone back. So we fought. I get into this fight with this girl over my phone because she doesn't want to give me my phone because they can't find my friend's phone. After we get into the fight, I get my phone back and the girls I'm with are like walking us down the street, like trying to calm everything down. They're waiting on their Uber. So after all of that, the girl keeps trying to charge at me and she wants to run it back. She wants to fight again. So now my homegirl is running up on her, steady trying to fight her. And the girls I'm with are in my ear like, girl, like, she's just trying to do it to impress you. Like, obviously, she's trying to make up for y'all getting into it. She's trying to show you that she'll have your back. Like, she's literally just trying to fight for no reason. Like, the beef is over with, but she keeps running up on this girl. Finally, the girl leaves. And so now it's just the girls that were trying to help me and my homegirl. The girls are like, hey, where are y'all about to go? Like, let's figure this out. And I'm like, I don't know, because she doesn't have her phone and she has like the code to the B&B and everything. I don't have anything. She's saying she don't have her phone, so I don't know where we're going. And I was like, my phone just died. And she's like, okay, well, just get in our Uber with us and we'll go back to our hotel. So we get in the Uber with them. We get back to their hotel. And this is when my homegirl realizes that she didn't only lose her phone, but she now doesn't have her purse. So she's like, where the is my $2,500 Balenciaga purse? I just bought that purse. I'm not playing. Like, who the got my purse? So now she's pressing all these girls that just been trying to help me this entire time. She's pressing them about her losing her bag. And I'm telling her, please chill. Like, these girls just been trying to help us this whole time. Like, you need to calm down. And she's like, no, I don't give a fuck. So she's literally trying to fight these girls in this hotel lobby. They're literally about to square up. And so security calls the police and the girls are all mad as fuck. And I'm like, look, I'm sorry. You know, I know you guys are just trying to help us. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, y'all don't have to deal with this. They're like, yeah, we're just going to go to our room. Like, basically, fuck y'all. And so they went on, got on the elevator, left us down in the lobby. This girl's still yelling, making a scene in the hotel. The police finally get there. And I'm like, girl, the police are here. Like, you need to calm down. You're publicly intoxicated. You're underage. You're trying to fight everybody. You're causing the biggest disturbance ever. The cops get here. I'm like, hey, calm down. She starts like, oh, the cops are here? Bet. Okay, y'all need to do your job and help me find my stuff. I lost my stuff. I lost my Balenciaga purse. It has my social in it, my credit cards, my phone, everything. I need my stuff. So the cops are trying to get details And I'm like, girl, you don't even know where you lost it. Like, you need to calm down. And she's like, no, but you got your purse though. You got your phone. You got your stuff. I said, yeah, because I'm not sloppy like you. I'm keeping up with my stuff. And she's like, no, I only lost my shit because I'm trying to defend you. And I was like, no, boo, like, you been lost your shit. It has nothing to do with me. And so she goes, oh, but you got your purse, yo. You got your purse though. Y'all, she grabs my purse, runs into the hotel room, goes into the lobby bathroom and throws it in the toilet. So I chase after her. I'm like, no, you didn't just throw my shit in the toilet. The cops are coming up. I think I pushed her. The cops break it up. They put her in handcuffs. They grab my purse out the toilet and hand it to me. So this girl just threw my purse in the toilet because she couldn't find her purse. So they put her up in handcuffs and she's resisting. She's literally fighting these cops. She's resisting bad. It takes 2 cops to get her back in the police car. They literally couldn't get her in the car and shut the door. They had to push her legs in. Finally, they got her in. She's trying to kick the window out, kicking the door. They're asking me, do I want to press charges? I'm like, no, I don't want to press charges. I just need her to calm down so we can figure out where her stuff is. They keep telling her if she don't stop, she's going to jail. She don't care. She's not stopping. She's saying that the reason she got arrested is because of me. I'm a weird ass bitch. I called the cops on her. I have her back in the cop car. She's in the back of the cop car, calling me every name in the book, disrespecting me, the cops, everything. I'm on the phone with whoever I can get in touch with, trying to figure some things out. I'm on the phone with her mom. I'm on the phone with her bestie. I'm on the phone with all of these people or whoever's number I've had that we've been with so I can figure out where her phone and her purse is. Finally, I get in contact with whoever has the phone and purse, but the cops are like, okay, well, if y'all don't have this situated by this time, we're just going to have to take her. We don't want to take her because y'all aren't going to be able to leave tomorrow and go back home. And then also she's going to have to come back to another state for court. So like, we're trying to, and I'm just like, girl, like, you really dead ass need to calm down or they're going to take you. Just so I don't give a let them take me because you got me back here. And I'm like, girl. So I was like literally on a tug of pull of like, I want to let them take her so bad and she's disrespecting me so bad, but it's like, okay, girl, like realistically you can't go to jail. So I found who had her purse and her phone, but they said that they were at the club and they weren't able to get in the car or leave right now and meet me. Like, I would just have to meet them at the club. So I booked the Uber to the club and the police officer's like, okay, we're just gonna have to take her. And I'm like, wait, I just booked the Uber to take us to where her phone and her purse is. Like, let's just let her know that we found it, so maybe she'll calm down because this is what this is all over. So I tell her, okay, I found the people with your phone and your purse. Like, I just booked the Uber to go get it. Like, you need to stop. She still wouldn't stop. Somehow, some way, the cops were about to get off work. They said we're about to get off. Like, we're just gonna let her go. They let her go and they leave. So now we're just waiting on my Uber. My Uber gets here, but instead of getting in the Uber, she starts walking down the street. Mind you, she still has this little bitty bikini on from when we got off the yacht. So she has no clothes on. She has no shoes on. She has nothing. And she's just walking away from me. I'm like, girl, we need to get in this car. We need to go get your stuff. This is the whole thing, is we need to get your stuff. And she's like, no, I'm not getting in there. You'll probably just try to set me up. You're just trying to set me up. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, finally, I got her in the car. I got her shoes out of my bag. I gave her shoes. And the Uber to the club was 26 minutes. All of those 26 minutes, we argued the entire way there. We got there. We're walking towards the club for her to say, I'm not going in there. I don't want to go over there anymore. And starts walking the opposite way. And I'm like, girl, we're here for your stuff. And she goes, well, I don't care. Da-da-da. I'm like, you keep walking away. You have no phone. You have no purse. You have nothing. If I lose you in Miami, how am I going to find you? At this point, I'm tired of chasing after this girl. I let her go. I continue walking to the club. I find the people who have her stuff. They come out. This is when they go find her. We get her stuff. She's still arguing with me. We get in the car with them. They're like, hey, he's like, where do you want us to take you? And I'm like, just take us back to my car. He said, okay, bet. We get in the car. He's taking us back to our car. She's like, can we stop at the gas station? I'm thinking like she needs some water. She keeps complaining about sitting back in the cop car for 2 hours and how the handcuffs were too tight on her wrist and how she was throwing up. I'm thinking she wants to stop at the gas station for some water. I'm thinking she wants to calm down. He stops at the gas station. She goes in there and goes to buy a vape. She buys a vape. Anyways, he drops us off at our car. And I'm asking her, where are you going? Because you got to get the away from me. She was like, oh, none of your business. I don't have to tell you. I said, girl, if we're getting in my rental in my name and I'm driving, you need to let me know where you're going. She goes, no, I don't. I'll Uber. I said, then Uber. So when I'm about to get in my car, she comes up trying to open the door. And I'm like, no, boo, you don't want to tell me where you're going. You don't want to give me the B&B information so I have somewhere to lay my head. And you said you're going to Uber, so go Uber. Get the away from me. She's like, no, I paid half for this rental, blah, 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 blah. I said, I don't care what you paid half for. It's in my name. I don't give a fuck. She's like, oh, well, then you're going to give me my money back. I said, that's fine. You can have. So I'm able to not unlock the car and go about my day because she is sitting at the passenger seat waiting for me to unlock it so she can get in. And I'm confused as to why you're getting in my rental when you're not telling me where to take you. You're not giving me the address to our B&B and the code to get in the door because it's on your phone. You're not Ubering. Like, she would not get away from me. So, fuck it. I unlocked the car. I got in contact with one of her homegirls. I go to the B&B to drop her off at the homegirl's house. And mind you, her homegirls is homegirl with a friend of mine that I went to middle school and high school with. So she's like, girl, just come in. We have separate rooms. Like, they can sleep in another room. You can sleep in a room with us. Like, y'all don't even have to be around each other. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be around her at all. She's like, just come on, please just come in. And mind you, my homegirl the whole ride there is like, you need to take me to go get my stuff. You need to take me to B&B to go get my stuff. I said, girl, fuck your stuff. You need to go lay down. I've been running around accommodating you this whole time. Talking about your vape, talking about your phone, your purse. Now you're saying you want me to take you to go get your clothes and everything from the B&B because now you're mad and no, I'm not doing nothing else to accommodate you. This whole day has been running around behind you and I'm not worried about your stuff right now. Go lay down. So finally, we go to the girl's B&B. She goes with her friend. I go with my friend. Guess what she does? The first thing she does when she wakes up in the morning, her and her homegirl go back to our B&B and she goes to get her stuff. While me and the other girl, we're still asleep, waking up, whatever. And I'm just like, the first thing you should have done when you woke up was apologize to me. But you're worried about going to get your stuff. Okay, y'all, part 5. The next morning, her mom messaged me and was just like, I just wanted to tell you again, thank you for not leaving her for dead. Even when you probably should have. Something really happened to her on those streets. You're a good person. You did not deserve to be treated like that. She has a lot to learn about life. I will make sure she understands the situation and takes accountability for her wrongdoings. I'm not happy with her. Y'all, I literally just dealt with like so much abuse that I did not have to. I could have left her so many times. I could have let the police take her. We pretty much didn't talk for the rest of the trip. We ended up getting on a boat with some guys that we had met earlier in the trip. And the entire time she was laid up and booed up with a guy that initially had tried to talk to me first. I called her out on it. I said, actually, like, you're weird. Like, you've been doing this repeatedly throughout our whole friendship. Every guy that done try to talk to me first, because I'm not easily ingoing, you end up with him because you are. And I feel like that's just weird. I was calling her out. I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, you're weird. You was trying to talk to me first. I called her out. I'm like, you're weird. So then when we got off the yacht, she literally is leaving with him. Mind you, I'm drunk. I gotta figure out my way home. I'm getting in my car by myself. And she's leaving with a guy. And so I'm calling her out. I'm like, you're weird, you're weird, you're weird. I then drive myself to the B&B and lay down. And this is when she texts me, that was too far. I was like, girl, you with every nigga that want me first. She was like, how is him asking your race? Implied that he wants you. He asked me my race right after and followed me right after on IG at the same time. Like, you're constantly putting me on blast. You're not a friend. I was like, girl, he literally wanted me first. He asked me way more than my race, but whatever. She goes, it's weird. Why are you pressing it to me when you said who you wanted and it wasn't him? And I was like, blast, I'm telling the truth. She goes, yeah, in front of everybody, it's weird. How are you not seeing that? What friend does that? Blah, blah, blah. Same shit, weird. Just say it in private. I was like, you're just easy. She goes, cool, got it. Long story short, we got in the car ride. On the way back, I drove my 5 hours. I swapped seats with her. She did her 5 hours. She decided to be on the phone with her bestie back home and tell her friend all about last night with the guy and where he's from and how he's going to fly her out and how she has his clothes on right now. And it was like, I was trying to ignore it, whatever. But then she proceeds to, oh my gosh, and he was such a good kisser. I'm like, we not about to do that. Like, you not about to sit here and talk about how good of a kisser a dude was who wanted me first. You left me for a while I was drunk and think that I have to listen to that in my rental, in my name. Like, I've done too much for you to deal with this disrespect. Like, so then we ended up getting to Nevaeh, you didn't even want him. I'm like, so I didn't want him, so you do? Like, you're weird. Like, so then we got in a whole argument on the way back. And after all of that, I dropped her off. And this was my apology the next day. I don't know if you blocked me and you don't have to respond, but I do apologize for my wrongdoings. I had a talk with my mom and I was wrong about some things. Not every friendship was meant to be, but I can't say I tried to make it work because I really did like you as a person. I thought we clicked. Continue to grow and have a good life. Some things? What type of an apology was that? Y'all, that's the story time. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Hey, what it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video, back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Shout out to everybody who's watching me on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, man. We lit, man. Yeah, man. I couldn't even deal with the friend was pissing me off, and I ain't even on the trip. You know what I mean? And see, this is the type of friend that Nolan Wells had. We leaving together. We leaving together. No matter what. Okay? Because if something would have happened, you would have never been able to live that down. You know what I'm saying? So if you go out of town with a friend, you don't never supposed to leave them, especially intoxicated. But apparently she didn't leave her friend while her friend was intoxicated. But then as soon as her friend met another guy, she left her while she was intoxicated. See, this is, boy, you find out who your friends are, man. For real, for real. Cause damn, why she do you like that? And then that weak apology, that's crazy. These girls trips, man, Miami, they really be tearing people up. Then y'all had to drive 10 hours back to wherever y'all came from. I'm guessing maybe Atlanta or somewhere in Alabama or somewhere. I don't know where that 10 hours is about Atlanta, somewhere in Georgia. But to Miami, or that's 8 hours. I don't know. It could be South Carolina somewhere. But yeah, that's crazy, man. And then losing your stuff. I ain't never been with, well, yeah, I've been with people that have been drunk losing stuff. Don't ever get with somebody who's on them prescription meds. If anybody who's on prescription meds loses everything, I'm talking about everything, and will complain like, man, I just had this, and lose everything. So yeah, prescription meds, hella drunk, can't do it. In fact, I wouldn't even be around women that are that drunk. Like, y'all not finna set me up and have me on, wanted in Miami, and the lack of discernment is terrible with these young ladies, but hopefully this is a lesson for her, especially about getting drunk. You ain't never supposed to really, really get wasted when you out of town. You can have a good time and get drunk, but you got to be with some responsible people. It's clear that these neither one of them was too responsible because they were getting too drunk. They're leaving. Phone is on 2%. Like, literally, y'all, wherever y'all left from, you get to the boat and your phone is on 2%. That means you've been on your phone the entire time, disregarding time as if you have a place to charge your phone. You didn't even have a charger with you. So, because even when she got off the boat, she said her phone was still on 2%. So your phone was on 2% the entire time y'all was on the boat. Like, that's absolutely insane. And I get on to my daughter about that too. I'd be like, you sat at home this entire day. We leave the house, and now your phone is on 10%, and you want to use my charger? You want me to unhook my charger? Absolutely not. Thank you for the Uncle Alert, man. But yeah, these kids be tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. Even when I go to work, I got an extra battery charger because I know when I'm at work, I'm editing these videos. So one of my phones is gonna be dead. I'm editing videos with one phone, and I'm posting on Instagram with another phone, like switching back and forth. And I might be listening to a podcast at the same time at that. So I'm like heavily on my phone. So I gotta have an extra battery. I bought my daughter a extra battery, just so, like, what the battery is, it's a small little box. It's a magnet that goes onto the phone, and it's no bigger than the iPhone, and it only give you about 30% charge, but that's enough to wherever you are. If your phone is dying, you at least got 30%. So I said, keep it in your backpack. Make sure you charge it every couple days. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you go to school, because she got volleyball and stuff after school, take that with you. By the end of the day, your phone might be dead. Throw that on her because I hate calling my daughter and she be like, "Oh, my phone was dead." That gets on my nerves. That gets on my nerves. My kid's phone be dead because I need to hear you. So I guess any father should feel like that, or mother should feel like that when their kid's phone is dead. It just that burns me. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section.